TGI Friday, baby. Yeah, let me get these groups up in here. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. You already know we got a big show, man. Sportsbook Jeff, E. Vega. I got a new phone, so I'm hoping that we have no technical difficulties, man. Yeah, man. The new phone, man. I hope there's no technical difficulties. If there is, I'm just going to have to hold it down, man. I see you, James, and I appreciate you. Whole head in the building early. I like that, whole head. You in the building early. All right. Yeah, let the people fill in the room. Then we're going to start the show, like I said, hopefully. Yeah. Respect, James. Respect, man. I appreciate the work that you put in my page, you and whole head. You know what I mean? Everybody, man. Everybody's showing you're putting in a part. And that's what it's all about, man, at the end of the day, man. Y'all want to keep this going, man. Play your part, man. I'm going to do my part, man. I'm going to keep giving y'all all the goods, man. Real spill, man. Yeah, happy Friday, man. TGI Friday. Thank God I'm off on Fridays. I'm able to prepare for this wonderful show. Jeffrey Gerst in the building, a.k.a. Sportsbook Jeff. Ready as always. Yeah, I'm just right now waiting for a few heads. Then I'm going to give y'all the message of the day. Then we're going to start the show. Yeah, Jeff, I'm just hoping you can get in with the new device. We got Steve Levine in the building, baby, a.k.a. Ghost. E. Vega in the building. Vega, don't go nowhere. I know you in DR. I know they got that chaka shit. But stay put. Don't let nothing take you off the screen, bro. Nothing. Real talk, man. All right, guys, as we fill it in, I'm going to give y'all the message of the day. Then we're going to start the show. Vega, stay on. Don't let that Spanish shit pull you off. I know how we get with the drinks, the ladies, and the music. It's going to pull you right off the screen. Stay tuned, because I want to get you in, bro. Real talk. All right, let's start the show. Let me drop these Arnold Schwarzeneggers. Let me put them in the back. Okay, guys, before we start the show, I always got the message of the day. Y'all know how I do, man. Hold up. D. Reyes. Happy D.I. Day Reyes. Okay. Whole head, whatever that means. Suge Knight in the building as always, a.k.a. Mr. Giant. I see you, baby. All right, let me give y'all the message of the day, then we're going to start the show. If you're in your 30s, right, and you got kids, forget about keeping up with these young cats with the sneakers, the cars, the coats, the hats, etc. Once you made kids, you surrender your paperwork on staying fly. Now, I'm not saying you can't do both, but you better be into a lot of money. If you got kids, like 3-4 kids, and you still want to be the flyest dude in your neighborhood, you better be getting real money, because what's going to happen is you're going to be so stuck in staying fly that your kids are going to suffer. I knew a guy in New York, this is real talk. I'm not going to call him out because he's still in contact with me. I'm not going to do him like that. But I'm going to speak about this motherfucker was getting fucking kits for his car, right? Kits, rims. And his wife is flipping like, yo, your daughters need coats for the winter. Why are you worrying about rims when your daughter need coats? That's the kind of shit I'm trying to tell y'all. That's not fly, guys. That's not fly. That's no bueno. Kids come first. Put your kids in front of the fly shit. Whatever you want, make sure your kids is right. That's the message of the day. Start the show. Al York Sports, baby. TGI Fridays. Open sessions and giveaways. Am I amped up? I'm always amped up. I'm always ready to do the show for y'all. Y'all keep me going. Just continue to throw the recipe in, and I'm going to cook this motherfucker. You know how I get down. Let's start the show, man. Because you know I start to lose it with music yelling and y'all looking and all kind of shit. I start to think I'm on stage. I just start to lose it. Let's go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, comment, leave your hit the notification bell. And, and just, subscribe and share the work, baby. Subscribe and share the work. Like I said, people that want you to win help you win. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And let's start off with the news of the week. Andre Robertson, I see you, baby. Happy New Year, big dog. We got to holler, dog. We got to holler. I see you working, baby. I see you working. And I'm talking about Andre Robertson, if I'm correct. He's a big Buffalo Bill fan, so it's good that he just came on. I want to give the blessings to Damar Hamlin and his family, man. Blessings. I cannot start my show until I mention that. And y'all know I hit y'all with a video early in the week praying to God that God didn't tap him out, because I thought he was tapped out, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, but thank God that he's talking to his family. He's responding. He's getting better. And me and Sportsbook Jeff, we're going to nip on that in a little while. But God bless to number 3, Damar Hamlin, man. I just feel so much better, man. Like, my spirit is up. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, my spirit was fucked up those couple of days. Because I told y'all I'm in the sports thing for real. And anything like that happens, that's family to me. Whether I met them or didn't met them. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard that this dude was for the kids, man, I really snatched my heart up, man. He was doing funding for the kids to buy kids toys. How do you not root for a guy like this? And Skip Bayless, I'm telling you right now, I'm coming for you. Skip Bayless, I'm coming for you. I got at Stephen A. You next, Skip. Other news. Ex-NFL star running back Peyton Hillis is in ICU after saving a family member during a swimming accident. So basically, he risked his life to save family members, which is definitely a thumbs up for Peyton Hillis, man. God bless you, Peyton Hillis. And, I can't speak enough of what you did, because when you put your life on the line to save others, that speaks of your character. God bless Peyton Hillis, and hopefully a speedy recovery. Speedy recovery. Other news. Let's go to the hardwood. Brooklyn Nets winning a 16 out of their last 18, not counting tonight. Salute to Jacques Vaughn, man. Came in there, switched that whole shit up over there in Brooklyn, man. Because whatever Nash and them was doing, they was not clicking with Nash. It was drama. Jacques Vaughn went over there, straightened it out. 16 out of 18, 25-13 record. Third in the conference. Now Brooklyn Nets is looking like we expected them to look. Salute to Jacques Vaughn and the Brooklyn Nets, and hopefully they could continue to do work in the playoffs. That's big time. Other news. We can go to MMA. Dana White apologizes for some physical altercation with his ex-wife, 53 years old. Put out an apology, and this is to tell you, man, it can happen to the best of us. This guy's on top of the world, and he's here beating up his wife. Shit just happens, I guess. That's the best way to put it. But hopefully he'll fix that up and won't put hands on her no more, because it ain't cool putting hands on no woman, man. I see you, Guillory. Don't think I don't see you, but I'm working right now. Other news. Cleveland Cavaliers guard Donovan Spider Mitchell dropped 71 this week. 71. Damn, he went 22 for 34, 7 for 15 on threes, 20 out of 25 foul shots. Insane. Spider-Man averaging 29.3, 3.9 rebounds, 4.8 assists for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Him and DG over there, that 1-2 punch at the guard. I mean, they doing special things, and hopefully they will continue. This is why I wanted him with the Knicks. The only problem is they just wanted a little too much. And I even was afraid, but now I'm regretting it, because you're seeing what Spider-Man's about. The kids coming out every night performing for the Cavaliers. Other news. Sportsbook Jeff, I'm going to call you in a minute. Third baseman Rafael Devers and the Boston Red Sox have finalized a deal for 11 years, 331 M's. That's 30 M's a pop. I like Devers. I don't think Devers did enough to get this contract. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. The kid is sick. Only lefty that know that dismantle Chapman. Only lefty that can hit Chapman. And I don't want to mention what he do to Garrett Cole because he kills Garrett Cole. But I want to see more. I want to see more before you throw him a contract like this. I would have been fine maybe 6 years, 200, 175, but 11 for 331. You don't bought your soul. You don't bought his soul, and you got to live and die with that contract, Red Sox. Hopefully this guy continues to improve. Rafael Devers. Salute anyway, though. I don't think you deserve it, but salute. Other news real quick. Arizona Diamondbacks picked a veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria, signed him to a one-year deal. 37 years old Longoria is basically done. He'd be good in a good team, maybe pitch hitting, utility player. He ain't got it no more. I love Longoria in the past with the Rays, but the way he's playing every year, he's just diminishing. Hit 244, 14 home runs, 42 RBIs, 767 OPS. Big time diminishing. But like I said, if you put him on a good team, he can spot start and pitch it. It'll be better for him. Not going to Arizona where he got to play every day. And last but not least, Detroit's forward Marvin Bagley III will be out for 6 weeks. Hamstring pull. Bagley averaged 10.6, 5.9 rebounds, 1 assist. He's been an underachiever since he's been in the NBA. This guy got so much talent. I can't wait till he finds out how to use it and start balling. Jeff, where you at? Guys, I got a new device. You got to work with us. I'm hoping that this works. I'm praying that this works. Jeff, where you at? Let me see if I could probably pull him in. Okay, here he go. What's going on, baby?
What's up, Yorkie?
All right. We're working, so we ain't got to worry about no technical difficulties. Sportsbook Jeff in the building, ready to fire. Got the coast to coast on. I see you. Let's start real quick, Jeff. Let's go back to Damar Hamlin. I want to hear a little bit what you got to say about his situation. We must address this on my show. Must. Skip Bayless, I'm coming for you. Talk to us.
First of all, Al, when it happened, I felt I was experiencing a deja vu. Okay, like I had been there before. And I had trouble sleeping that night. I actually worked overnight because of it. And to share with our audience, I actually had the deja vu, and it came to me where, for those who don't know, I coached baseball for 23 years.
Talk to us.
And the first year that I coached, I was 22 years old. I had a situation where a Texas League pop-up, I had 2 kids had like a collision. It was like a side swipe. They catch the ball and go down. One gets up and one doesn't get up. And he's kid on the other team. And both of us coaches are sitting around for like 30 seconds before we run out over to the kid and find out that he went into cardiac arrest right there on us. He had a pulse,
wow,
no vitals. It turned out that the last kid I added to my team that year, parents were paramedics, performed CPR on the kid, okay, to get his heart beating. He still wasn't breathing.
Facts.
Okay. We got to the point is 4, 5, 6 minutes in. Okay. 911, the ambulance been called. And we finally figured out the kid had swallowed a piece of a big wad of chewing gum. Okay,
wow.
that lodged in his throat, where we had to find a dirty ass straw to suck the gum right out of his throat. Okay. On the spot. The kid ended up living, but I can tell you that it was really a bad situation. And I can tell you it ended up being front page of the Chicago Tribune. It had never happened in the state of Illinois ever before. The kid talked about a near-life experience where he rose above his body. He could see everybody working on him. And it was really probably one of the most scary experiences of your life, especially you're 22 years old, you don't know shit.
Especially a young little kid. I mean, anybody but a young little kid just as on. You know what I mean? Because them guys ain't seen nothing in life. You know what I mean? But like I said, anybody is important. But a kid to me is just a little more because they haven't seen life yet at all.
Even a 13-year-old kid, and I'm gonna tell you something, scared the shit out of me. And so I had totally forgotten about it over the years until this occurred Monday night, where I had to really go, and I couldn't figure out why it was bothering me so much, but that's what it was. I lived through it and the experience.
Got you. And
so I definitely feel for the players, the coaches, you know, for both the Bills and the Bengals, having been there. You don't know what to think. You're in shock. You don't know how you're supposed to feel. Are you supposed to get ready to play? Are you not supposed to get ready to play? So I will tell you that when it does something like that happens, it changes your complete perspective when it comes to sports.
Let me tell you something. Anything I'm doing, Jeff, anybody laid out like a brand new baby, everything's done with me. It's all about that person at that moment. I don't care what I'm into. When you see somebody laid out like a brand new baby, it ain't about ready to play. Ain't none of that shit to me. That's why we gonna get that skip. But go ahead.
And I mean, I don't know if it's just my luck in life, because I mean, those also. I mean, I was actually at Oxford, Mississippi, back in 1988, 89, the day that Chucky Mullins got paralyzed. You know, eventually died 2 years later. I was there, so I've been there for some really, you know, bad events in my life, you know, through sports. So I definitely understand both sides, you know, the thrill of victory, you know, the defeat, and then really, you know, the life lessons and the life tensions that you resolve from sports. But the best thing is, you know, in the situation here with our boy in Buffalo is he's doing well. He got up and walked today.
Oh, wow.
The tube's out.
Oh, man, that made my weekend, man. You don't understand. I had a bad week. That just, I'm lit. I'm lit right now. I'm so lit because I know his mother, the way she was like on the field crying, and that's just runs through everybody. If that kid would not made, that would have affected everybody. And the fact that he's coming back, it's tremendous, man. It's tremendous for the world, tremendous for sports.
He gave a pep talk at the Buffalo Bills meeting today on a video face conference. Buffalo is probably ready to play this weekend versus New England.
Oh, hell yeah. And you know I got them. I'm all over them. Okay, so now to defer, we got out the Damar Hamlin. We're very supportive of his whole situation. So now we're going to jump on the football side of the situation. God bless Damar Hamlin. Now let's jump to the football side. I heard you was upset. You told me earlier of now how they going to do the playoffs or the whatever they're going to do. Enlighten my audience on what got Sportsbook Jeff upset as far as the scheduling now.
Well, I want to tell the Al York audience out there that what my feelings are on what I'm going to ready to say is totally different than my feelings on what happened to Damar. So it's two separate issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has nothing to do with Damar. It's really a knock on the NFL.
Okay.
To kind of explain where we get here so everybody gets up to speed, yesterday the NFL decided to rule the Bengals-Bills game as a cancellation. Basically what that means, like it never existed.
Right.
They made the decision to go by winning percentage. Okay. What they did was today is they had to have a majority vote of 24 out of the 32 owners to vote for a neutral site AFC championship game. Okay. It'd be between Buffalo and Kansas City if they both won this weekend or they both lost. They also voted in that same vote on if the Ravens beat Cincinnati this weekend, the Ravens would have won both games. Now, here's the issue. They said there would be a coin flip for the wild card game for the Bengals. They mentioned 0 of Cincinnati's situation, which is if both Buffalo and Kansas City lost and Cincinnati won, and they would have replayed that game. Not only would Cincinnati have gotten obviously had the they've already beaten Kansas City head to head. They've
Right.
beaten Buffalo head to head.
Right.
And they were winning that game 7-3. They were driving. They looked like they brought their A game. So with that being said, here's my complaints. I will notice in the vote today, Kansas City sustained, and Cincinnati voted against it. Zach Taylor was very much against that vote.
Right.
Now here's my problem. If you're going by winning percentage, okay, which means that Kansas City's 14-3, Buffalo's 13-3, but you're making an exception because Buffalo beat Kansas City head to head, okay, for a neutral site game, then what's your excuse then with the Bengals, with the Ravens, for example? Okay, the Ravens would be 11-6. The Bengals would be 11-5 if they lose to the Ravens. Now, the Bengals would already have won the division because of cancellation.
Right.
They're getting a lower draft pick. They're getting all the less benefits from winning the division, but you're not getting them a home playoff game?
So basically what you're saying, Cincinnati got the fuck job done to them.
They got
out of everybody.
They got fucked not only towards the 1 seed, they got fucked the other way. And I'll be honest with you, I don't feel like it is fair at all, okay, for Cincinnati to have to go to Buffalo in the divisional round. Okay? Buffalo did not beat Cincinnati. Okay? That's the facts. And what this was all about was this. The NFL looked at it and they saw 3 things. 1, we don't want to move our bye week because we got the stupid new Pro Bowl shit out here in Vegas.
Yeah, I hate that Pro Bowl shit.
Right. 2, they said it affect too many teams. Okay. And 3, they just simply didn't want to play the game. Okay. And go backwards. Well, you know what? At some point in time, you're going to be playing in Cincinnati again. You're playing this weekend.
Okay, real quick, because we got other stuff to attack. I understand what you said. Would you have wanted this game to either continue or get replayed? Yes, and why? Then we're moving on. We got other shit we got to attack.
This game had to be replayed. Okay, from where it ended, there was too much at stake. Okay, you don't talk for 10 weeks on a bye. Okay. On a bye, okay, and then all of a sudden say it doesn't matter because none of these teams would be affected if they were in the playoffs or not. That's complete bullshit, okay? It really is. And I'll tell you, here's a bigger question. If the Bengals weren't up 7-3 and driving, but let's say this occurred with Buffalo up 14-0, would Buffalo want to go back to Cincinnati?
Yeah, I got you. I got what you're saying. Me personally, I wanted the game suspended and live with the consequences. That's what I wanted. This is the consequences.
But why
hold on. Let me nut. You nut it. Let me nut real quick. I just felt like I didn't want to see that game again. I don't want nothing. Not saying that they're not going to go over there and play again. They'll probably have a playoff game. I get all that. But I didn't want to see this game played all over, is what I'm saying. For whatever reason, I just didn't want to see the game. Now, I understand Cincinnati was up. I understand you big on Cincinnati winning it all and a lot of other stuff. I understand that. But I'm saying me personally, I didn't want to see this game played again. Now, maybe if they would have picked a neutral site with that extra week of the Pro Bowl and got that game in, maybe something like that, okay. But I didn't want to see this game played again at Cincinnati this year. I don't know. It's a bad vibe. It's a bad look for me. But that's just me. You got millions of people that think otherwise, like yourself. That's just me.
We
don't want to overkill. Real quick, and then we're going to go down this topic.
30 seconds. 2 things. First thing is this, Al. NASCAR, race car driving, have people have a crash during the middle of a race, every so often.
Right.
Do they stop the race and say we're suspending it? That's the first point. The second point, okay, is this. Tell me why the NFL is just because, let's say the player was on the Bengals. Well, they've still given all these edges to Buffalo. This seems extremely biased, okay?
No, I get that part.
Buffalo.
Look, I get the aftermath.
And Cincinnati, and why are they fucking Cincinnati? Cincinnati agreed with Buffalo that night to walk off the field.
Yeah.
They did everything by the book just to get it jammed up their ass.
Yeah, hold up. Let me get a word. Guys, whoever's looking in, he's not complaining about the situation. Oh, it's the aftermath, the football ruling of how they're doing it. We gave Damar Hamlin all the love he deserves and extra. This got nothing to do with Damar Hamlin. We're talking just football, the aftermath of it. He feels the Cincinnati Bengals got the short end of the stick, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's move on because we don't want to overkill. National championship game on Monday. Me and you going to sit side by side and watch this bad boy. You got number 3, 13-1 TCU Home Frogs versus number 1, 14-0 Georgia Bulldogs. They're playing at SoFi Stadium, Jeff. The line went down to 12.5. It opened at 13. 12.5. The totals is 62.5. I'm going to ask you one question on each side. We starting with the Home Frogs. What do they have to do, Jeff, to win this game?
Well, there's a couple things. First, TCU has to get out to a lead. They have to score first. They cannot play this game from behind.
Facts.
Okay.
Although they built, they can throw the ball. It's not like they're a running team, but I get you. Go ahead.
Well, it's because of the way Georgia plays, they can't fall behind.
Okay.
Okay. So, and their defense has got to definitely be bend and not break. They're going to be physically overmatched in this game on both sides of the lines. So it's going to be very important for them not to, get in a situation where they're out there for long periods of time defensively either. So score first, bend and don't break, and make sure you keep your defense rested. That's the 3 keys.
Okay, I agree with you. Georgia's deeper. Georgia's deep like Alabama deep. TCU ain't deep like that. This is why it's so important that their defense gets off on third downs. I'm totally with you, Jeff. Them long drives might not look like it's going to hurt them early, but me and you know, mid-third quarter, them guys are going to be worn the fuck out. Georgia will wear them out like Mayweather be wearing these old cats out when he used to fight these old cats. 6, 7 round, the guys is already worn out. That's Georgia mentality. You TCU, get them off the field on third downs, and you have to score. And you also want to hold the ball and kind of rest your defense also, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Same question, Bulldogs. What do the Bulldogs have to do to win this game?
It's real simple. Can the Bulldogs get in a shootout with TCU and win? Sure they can. But if they want to control this game, they need to control it with long 12 to 15 play drives, wearing out that TCU defense with a strong running SEC running game, okay, converting on third and shorts, okay, and keeping that defense out on the field. And what that's going to do is keep the offense off the field for TCU, okay. I will also tell you, TCU has not seen a team this big, this athletic, and this fast. Now, I don't know if Sonny Dykes has enough gimmick plays in his book, a.k.a. Boise State against Oklahoma, to pull one out of his hat when he needs to. But I will also say it's tough to repeat, okay? But when you got all the experience and you got a quarterback and Stem Bennett that doesn't make mistakes, very few, okay, it's going to be tough. And you got a Jalen Carter coming up the middle, on Max Dugan. Where's he going to go? They're going to flush him. And you're going to go the outside, and you're going to have Ringo out there on corner blitzes coming in. They're going to run corner blitz on Dugan. And you got the number 1 running back already out for TCU, so down to their backup. So it's really a situation where they have got to execute on offense, and it's going to be tough against that Georgia defense that just gave up a ton of points to Ohio State. They have a ton of pride. And, very, very seldom do you see a defense like a Bama or Georgia, after giving up those type of points, come back and do it a second time.
Well, me and you seen a couple times this year, they didn't look as good.
Nope.
We know Georgia's good, but they got exposed 3 times. If TCU could get the game plan of those games where they got exposed, I think Dougie's that dude. I love Dougie's. He get rid of the ball. He's accurate. He's out there. He almost is out there looking like he ain't got nothing to worry about, Jeff. And that's very scary because when he did that against Michigan, I was looking at you like, damn, dog, I ain't know this dude was that good. I mean, he was shredding them.
Well, this defense for Georgia gave up more big plays than they did last year. So
that's what I'm saying. They're not as they should be. Now, this is the thing, though. If these guys are not making plays, TCU, you're going to fall right into the hands of Georgia. They have to make plays, move the chains, like I said, and try to split the time of possession at best. Because if Georgia got like 38 to like 16, that's problems. Me and you know that.
If Georgia gains over, I don't know what the record is, but I think when Georgia gets over 200 yards rushing under Kirby, I think they've only lost 1 game.
Right. Hold up. Let me ask somebody. The odds is minus 12.5 for the Georgia Bulldogs. The total 62.5. Whoever asked that question. Jeff,
well, actually,
okay.
Benny asked the question, what are the odds if it goes to overtime? If I had to go and check and I haven't looked, it's probably somewhere around 12-1, Benny, if it goes to OT.
Yeah, and anybody out there, betting, I'm going to give out the free picks. Now, you know what? I'll tell you I'm doing the free picks. It'd be more valid that way. Okay, Jeff, I wanted to bring up Skip Bayless with you. We got 4 minutes before I bring in E. Vega, but instead, you said you wanted to talk about something, so I'm going to respect your just doing. Yeah.
I want to take this time here to talk about a death that occurred last night. But we had the all-time home run leader for the Padres, and a friend of mine lived in an apartment complex here in Vegas next door to me. I had a chance to really get to know him.
Right.
And he passed away last night.
Give us his name, baby.
You probably already know his name. I put it out on my Facebook, but you know who he is. And I just want to tell you what a great guy this guy was and the time period that he went through back in the early 70s, Mr. Tolbert. And he has the all-time record for home runs in a doubleheader. He had 5 home runs in a doubleheader back in 1973.
Okay.
He was a fantastic batting coach. Him and I, once a week, would sit down and we'd shoot the bull.
Yeah, shoot
wife
the
made
shit.
Egg salad sandwich.
Oh, right.
He had a big influence on the youth baseball here in Las Vegas. Big influence. I think he helped out with some of the stars today, being Chrissy Bryant, and some of those guys. It's really a big loss. A lot of people didn't know, all the things he went through later in life. He barely left his apartment except to go out for medical issues. There's times he asked me just to go get him a case of water and stuff like that because he couldn't walk to get out the door.
Right.
And his career was cut short because back in the early 70s, he met his wife in Utah. It was an interracial marriage, and he got a lot of trouble, from people in baseball for that back then because it was not accepted. And if they really had gotten to know Mr. Tolbert, you'd have found out what a fantastic human being him and his wife were. And there's a big loss, and that's why I wanted to bring that up. Because a lot of people don't realize how people are. They see things on the news, and we're polluted with how we're supposed to think.
Right.
And I can tell you that we lost a great one here, along with a couple other ones this past year, and Gibby and Lou Brock in St. Louis. So, I mean, you'd appreciate the people around you guys. Life is short. And Al's message about the kids, before the show started, I'll extend upon it saying, if you got problems with people you love, family, friends, kids, you know what? Make good on it when you're alive, not when you're dead.
No, great point. Great point.
It should be a wake-up call to everybody, that, hey, your pride, okay, your stubbornness, put it to bed, guys. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go down like that, something were to happen. You know, if the other person doesn't want to respond, so be it. Just make sure it's not on you.
Right,
So
right.
That's my message.
All right, great point, Jeff. I'm pretty sure if his wife was to see this, she'd be superiorly happy of you putting him out there, you know, showing your love and respect for the gentleman. And I definitely respect, you know, you shouting him out like that. I really knew anything of this gentleman, but now I know more about him because of you. So let him rest in power. And stay tuned, because if I can't get E. Vega in, I'm going to snatch you right back up. Fair enough?
Already.
All right, good job, Jeff. Let me see if I can X you out. Okay, X yourself out for me, brother. Okay, Sportsbook Jeff bringing that heat. You know how we do it, baby. E. Vega, where you at? Let me see if I can bring E. Vega in. I'm trying to add him. Hopefully, E. Vega. I told him he's in Dominica. I'm hoping he ain't listening to the Spanish music with the drinking, because then he ain't going to be around. But there you go. You can see me, baby?
I can see you, hear you loud and clear.
All right. Look at you.
The Al York Sports Brugada Show.
Oh, wow. This my man, Ernest Vega, a.k.a. Mr. Potato Head. This is my guy right here. He hasn't been on in a while. When I spoke to him today, I said, yo, a few people just asking for you. You got to show up. And he said, I got you, Al. So this is where we at.
And Merry Christmas to all.
All right, that's
what
it is.
We out here.
Okay, brother, you can hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, we're going to go to the diamond. I'm going to bring you in slowly. Yeah, I'm going to treat you nice. I'm going to treat you nice like a virgin. Bring you in real slow.
It's been a while.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to bring you in slow, but we love having you. We love your smile and what you bring to the show. You bring a lot of that funny, hilarious shit, and we like that. All right, let's start off with your New York Mets. Am I saying it right, Vega? Because you got so many teams. I don't even know who's your team.
We've had this conversation.
Are you a Cleveland fan or a Mets fan?
But you know what I'm saying? But a couple of moves they made. Carrera finally getting a big bat.
But is that locked in? Because I'm hearing they might do without him. That's what Jeff told me today. But I haven't read nothing.
Well, since I've been out here, I haven't really heard anything either, to be honest. But I hope they don't make, I hope everything goes right for them. But that's a good pickup, solid pickup for now, as long as it's there right now. You know what I'm saying? Our RBI production. So we need that. We definitely need that.
But you like him converted to third base? Because homeboys at shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall seeing the man playing third. So,
I mean, they do got the DH, but they're not going to give him all that money to DH, though.
No, of course not. You need
he's going to have to play third base.
You need that defense.
A-Rod. You're going to have to do A-Rod.
He had got to do the A-Rod move, move on over, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people forget that. Even Lindor, and here you go, you're going to say, yeah, that's your team. But when Lindor was with Cleveland, he played a little bit of short, even when Kipnis was on there, you know what I'm saying, off and on the field, you know what I'm saying, with injuries and stuff like that. But, I mean, that would be a perfect 1-2 punch. I still say they need to add a big bat in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? You need a big production bat in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? Signing Nemo, you know what I'm saying? He earned his money. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys that put the work in are going to get that contract. You know what I'm saying? And Nemo, he deserved what he deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Polar Bear's going to do his thing. You already know that.
No, of course. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as you know what I'm saying, the Grom shipping over to Texas and the Mets grabbing Verlander, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Verlander, hasn't dropped anything yet, but, he is 40 years old, 40-plus years old, you know what I'm saying? Still doing his thing like a workhorse, and same goes for Scherzer, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens this year. If they can stay healthy.
Let me freeze you real quick. I love both of those individuals. If you recall, they both with the Tigers and made some noise with the Detroit Tigers.
In the beginning of their career,
But that was when they were younger, Vega.
Right.
These guys are older now. It's hard to put the weight on older cats. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
I like Verlander. If Verlander went to the Yankees, let's just say, being a number 2 or number 3, I think that fits perfect. But making them like a 1-2 punch, both of these old guys, I mean, if anybody could pull it off, it's done. Because these guys are horses. But my thing is, after a while, dog, I could see them hurt. Look at last year. Scherzer was visiting the injury list.
In the
I
middle
can
of the
see
season.
that
Right.
happening, bro, because they older now. Your body tends to break up, especially when the load is on you. The Mets are going to lead them to carry the load.
And this is why I say, you know, in the last 2 seasons, okay, like this, you know, this year that passed, they were hot. They only had 2 downfalls. When they were up 10 games, 10, 12 games against Atlanta, then in the middle of the season, they had a downfall where Atlanta dropped that down to at least a half a game.
I told you Atlanta was going to win that at last week. You didn't want to listen to me.
And I'm not surprised.
Yo, you went MIA. You ain't even had enough courage to come on the show and say, yo, Al, you called it. You went MIA on the niggas, son.
But you
also called the beginning. Bullshit, my nigga.
But you also called the beginning of the season. Yankees weren't winning. It wasn't going nowhere.
You know I called it, baby. I didn't feel it.
But listen, right?
I didn't feel it.
Then they went to Atlanta, and again, the hitting didn't show up. And another thing, all season, how everybody mentions Scherzer, DeGrom, the best 1-2 punch. First of all, they haven't done and never did anything together as far as being on the DL. You know what I'm saying? And when they had Scherzer and DeGrom as the so-called 1-2 punch, when they went to Atlanta, they didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So, by far, the Mets need more hitting than they do pitching.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of pressure off.
Real quick, we go to the next team. Do the Mets, I know you're going to say they're going to make the playoffs, right? Do they get to the pennant, Vega? Do they get to the series right before the World Series?
It's crazy because on paper you can say yeah.
Fuck,
you know what I'm saying? But you
I want what E. Vega thinking.
I mean, me personally, to get a lot of Met fans off my time page on Facebook talking crazy, still chasing 86 ghosts, I want to say yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the pitching. You know what I'm saying? You added another bat. You know what I'm saying? Lindor, first year, couldn't figure it out because he didn't have help in the front or the back. Put it together this year. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully carry on. Polar Bear, same way. Nemo, you know what I'm saying? Marte we stole last year off a season that he had.
Facts,
and then hopefully he could duplicate. If he duplicate and not get injured towards the end of the season, this team could do damage. And who knows what can happen in the middle of the season with free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like
and y'all guys got an extra arm in the bullpen, and you know, and Diaz is back to the old Diaz.
Lights out.
From Seattle. I remember, I think last year, a couple years ago, him and Familia was stinking up the joint.
Yeah,
but he figured it out.
Yeah. That's why I felt about Lindor. That's how I feel about Lindor's first year. He couldn't do shit.
No, but Lindor, you got to understand, though, there's an adjustment period. He was in American League. Just like Diaz, but to me, it's usually a little easier for the pitcher in my book. But the hitters, they got to adjust to the new pitcher. Not easy, bro.
And he had help. He had help in front of. Wow, you're right there. What's going on?
Yeah.
But he had help in Cleveland. He had help behind him and in front of him at the plate.
Right.
As far as coming to New York, he ain't had nothing.
Okay, listen, let's not overcook. You love talking about the Mets. Let's go to my Yankees. I know you don't like my Yankees, but let's keep it all the way 100. What do you feel about the acquisition of Carlos Rondon with the number 2, a horse? And we signed the Judge, all rise, which we had to do.
No, I'm glad. You know, of course, you know, as a Met fan, let's grab him, pay him right away.
Right.
But for you guys, this should not took long. We all know, rest in peace, George Steinbrenner won't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Judge is a Yankee for life. You know what I'm saying? And he should be a captain.
He's a captain.
You know what I'm saying? At all times.
He's captain already. So,
you know what I'm saying? So now. And the acquisition with the starting pitcher Rendon, that's big time. That's what you need.
He's a horse, dog. That dude's a horse.
You need a 1-2.
Unlike Silverino, who's always hurt. Domingo Germán, always hurt. I mean, Garrett Cole's the only like a solid guy who we kind of overusing. That's why you be seeing him get touched up because we overuse him.
That's why I be getting mad. I'm like,
we need to fall back off of him a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
But you get him 1 or 2 strong pitches, starting pitching, or 2, 3 start like a number 2 and number 3, and you're gonna be all right. And like I said, you called it last year. Certain guys needed to have career years, and certain guys showed up in the season just towards the end, it kind of slowed down because it was, guys do get tired. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you get paid too many millions to get tired.
Let me set the record straight. My man Felix Jacino was the one that said that we need career years from a few guys.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what got us over the top early with the best record and all that. But I didn't let that gas me up, Vega, because I know come playoff time, I know what the Astros are about. Like, you know what I mean? They got our number, dog. So unless somebody would have beat the Astros, then I would have been super happy. But that didn't happen.
And to me, you know what I'm saying, sky's the limit. That's some pitching, which I always say that's their downfall. It's the Toronto Blue Jays, not to get off the Yankees, but the Toronto Blue Jays. And like you mentioned, the Houston Astros, still pound for pound.
Astros kind of got better. I know they lost Verlander, but they got them young boys all locked in. Yo, they got all them young boys locked in.
Exactly.
The Garcias, all them motherfuckers, they all locked in. Then they picked up Abreu, who's a beast from the White Sox.
Yeah.
Re-signed Michael Brantley, a deadly left-handed hitter from Cleveland. The rich got richer. Now, like I said, Verlander's a big hit because he's guaranteed to win maybe 15, 20 games. But all them young Spanish cats, bro, they ready to take that rock, bro.
And not only, like I say, they still the pound-for-pound team to take out in the American League, but don't sleep on Seattle. Seattle has
Seattle improved, but they can't see Jordan Alvarez, Bregman, Altuve. They're not ready for those cats, dogs.
Make the playoffs and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then as far as like the Texas Rangers, they got pieces.
Before you go there, I got something else for that. We're not going Texas. We're going Padres. Do the Padres get out the West, bro?
If people are gonna say, do they get out the West? You're leaning on their hitting. You know what I'm saying? Because of the big bats. But the Dodgers, to me, is still the team to beat. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to that West,
I agree with that. And they own the Padres.
You know what I'm saying?
They beat the Padres, son, like 20 out of 24 games and shit. They own the Padres, and they in the Padres' head. But my thing with Tatis back, right? My understanding is they're gonna put him in the outfield. I mean, they're gonna be tough 1 through 9, tougher than anybody.
No, they got a lineup.
Yo, my dude, 1 through 9 is crazy.
But okay, when you look at a team like that,
and now you got Soto full-fledged. Soto's gonna be playing the beginning of the year like he's a Padre now. You feel me?
Yeah, but he's gonna be playing for that big contract unless they're gonna get rid of his ass the following year.
I think they'll get rid of Tatis, keep Soto. That's just my opinion. But get.
But okay, well, with that squad, it all comes down to their pitching, because we all know in postseason, great pitching beats good hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So we could say they could put up all the numbers they want, just like the Dodger players do every year in the last 10 years.
Toronto Blue Jays, baby. Toronto Blue Jays got the best hitting American League team, if you ask me, but their pitching is just short all the time.
You see what you said just right now about the Padres hitting lineup? That's what Toronto has. But Toronto, they get a 1-2 ace, and they got pitchers. But you get a 1-2 ace right there, it's over. They got the full package over there. And just like San Diego, and just like the Dodgers, they all got full package. They got hitting, pitching, you know what I'm saying? But San Diego's pitching got to show up. Because like you just said, even until the end of the season, the Dodgers went into San Diego and smacked them all around. They didn't care who they was, where they was at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they lost Clevenger. Not that Clevenger did good for them, another Cleveland guy. But I thought they should have let him really get over the Tommy John. Clevenger is a number one when he's good to go. He's good to go.
Now, didn't the Dodgers release Trevor Bauer?
Yeah, Bauer's out there. I'm hoping my Yankees pick him up, but the only thing we might not because of his issues. He brings a lot of baggage, and I don't know if we're going to want that in New York. But as far as pitching, that kid can pitch. Yeah,
but you know what? If there's any place,
another Cleveland guy,
and if there's any place to pitch, it's in New York. Because we all know everybody bring it. You know what I'm saying?
But he might not be made for New York, just like Blackjack McDowell and a lot of these cats ain't built for New York, just like that. E. Vega, any last words? Because I got to get my free picks out and then I got to do the spin-off. It was a pleasure having you back on. Hopefully you get back in the mix. Yeah, yo, this is something that you bring to my show that you the only one that bring that. This is what makes you unique, man. But
I'm just getting ready. I just want to see these NFL playoffs get ready. You know what I'm saying? Niners run the table. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everyone. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Happy birthday, 75th.
Happy birthday to your beautiful mother. Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just, I'm here till March 15th. You already know.
So let me
we're gonna do
know when you're ready to go. Let me know when you're ready to go. We'll get you back on. I was going to bring up Brooklyn, but we don't have enough time right now. But real quick, and what I was going to tell you real quick, I got the 49ers 18-1 to make the Super Bowl, so I'm hoping that comes in. That's before they had C-Mac and all these cats.
Before they play, I'm getting on the show so I can talk my shit.
I already know you talking shit in that Green Bay game when I had Green Bay last year. You lucky I couldn't see you. I was mad at you, dog. All right, yo, keep your head up. Much love. Happy New Year. And
York sports to the fans, you already know. Keep up the work. Without
all right, XB out. XB out. E Vega.
You got it. All right.
Okay, brother. Let me see if he can get me out of here. You can't do it? Are you too drunk?
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, it's abundant. There you go. Sports book Jeff, Ernest Vega. Y'all know how we do it. Good to have Vega back. We have to get him wet. It's been a while before he touched the grounds. So we got to bring him back slowly. But trust me, when he get going, Vega could bring it. All right, let's go to our free picks. You know I'm the only motherfucker that show face when I don't do good. You can count on that. I had 8 winning weeks between 3-0s and 2-1s every motherfucking week. Last week, I shitted the bed. I couldn't even pick my nose. Bad week for me. Jeff hold me down, though, with a 2-1. So that was good. But let's go our free picks. We're going to go to Sportsbook Jeff first. He likes the Rams at Seattle. He's going to run with the Rams at +6.5 versus the Seattle Seahawks. If y'all feel the need, y'all want to bring it up to 7, it's all gravy. But he said Seattle, he likes the Rams to kind of win the game, but the 6.5 he's running with. I think this is a good play. A lot of the, guys from the Rams used to play for Seattle. They want a lot. They want that revenge, man. They want that revenge. So that should be a real tight game, last game of the year, week 18. Game number 2 he likes the Minnesota Vikings. Though they got blown out last week, that was one of my picks. He likes the Vikings going at the Bears. I think the Bears are going with their third string, if I'm correct. Vikings are -5.5. It was 8, dropped to 5.5. He likes the Vikings -5.5. 2 plays. And last but not least, he likes the Houston Texans from 2.5 by hook, make them +3 versus the Colts. Those are your 3 picks. I'm going to repeat them after I give mine. My first play, we're going to Monday Night Football, national championship game. I like the TCU Horned Frogs. First half +7.5. Boy got it. Couple other spots got it. William Hill got it at 7. Find the 7.5. I like the 7.5. If they can get up early, I think they cover that. But if they get down, they can get crazy. I'm thinking they're going to get up early, sustain an early lead, and then we're going to fight at the end to get that cover. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen in that game. Taking the Horned Frogs first half +7.5. Now, I'm going to give out 2 6-point teasers week 18. A lot of funny shit. I don't know who's going to play hard, who's not. So this is one of my 6-point teasers. The first one, we're going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers from +2.5. I hate going across the number, but I got to go across the number from -2.5 to +3.5. That's 6 points if you do the mathematics. Steelers +3.5. The back end of that ticket, Green Bay Packers from -4.5 across the number to +1.5. I don't think Green Bay loses. They might not cover, but they're not going to lose this game. This is the game to get them in the playoffs. If the Lions win this game, the Lions are showing they belong. I just think the way they started bad, I think it's asking too much for the Lions to go to Lambeau, who they already beat them earlier, to win this game. This is why I like the Packers. My third pick is another 6-point teaser. We're taking Buffalo Bills from -7 to -1, and we're going to take the under on tomorrow's Jaguars game from 40.5, bring it up to 46.5, and we going under. Hopefully, you know, Joshua Dobbs is there. Hopefully it'll be a tight, close game. That's what I'm thinking. 2017-ish, 2014-ish, through that nature. I think the 46.5 is good enough. Let me repeat the free plays before I do the spinoff. Rams plus 6.5. Vikings minus 5.5. Texans plus 3. TCU Home Frogs first half plus 7.5. 6-point teaser. Steelers plus 3.5. Packers plus 1.5. Another 6-point teaser. Separate ticket. Tennessee under 46.5. Buffalo Bills -1. Those are your free plays. Enjoy it. Get your money. And I'm hoping I get out the shitter after 8 straight winning weeks. I don't want to be losing this week. I hope not, because I need to come up. All right, let's start what we do, the spinoff, and let the best person win, man. You know how I roll with it. It don't matter who wins. Whoever wins, let it be the best person that won for the week. And that's what we're going to leave it at. Good luck to everybody. Round three, giveaway 1. Round 3, giveaway 1. Let the best person win. 1 through 20. I gotta use the bathroom, but I'ma hold it. Drinking too much liquids. One through 20, guys. Remember, if 2 balls come out, no play. If a ball drop, no play. Let's go. Let the best person win. Let the best person win. Let me marinate these bad boys. That West Coast, you already know. Let the best person win. I'm going to answer all your questions after the show, guys. All right, here we go. We got a winner. You see it. It's 1 ball. We got a winner. Let me move this bad boy back. Good luck to everybody, man. Let's get it. Giveaway 1 winner. Number 17. Number 17. Woo! Keith Baker back at it, baby. Keith Baker just won last week. Starting to get hot again. This might be his 3rd win in round 3. Keith Baker's your winner at number 17, folks. Let's go to round giveaway 2. Round 3, giveaway 2. 17, Keith Baker. He almost didn't play. You might not believe me. He took the 2 available numbers that were left. If you look at my sheet and you see how every time somebody play, I add a new box, you can see he took the last 2 numbers. Salute to Keith Baker. Giveaway 2, round 3, 21 through 40. Let's get it. After this, the summary, so don't go nowhere. I gotta use the bathroom, man. Gotta pay that water bill. Okay, here we go. Keith Baker won round 1, giveaway 1, round 3. Now this is giveaway 2, round 3. Let's get it. Let's get it. Jorge, we waiting for you, Jorge. Cash App, Zelle, whatever. We waiting for you. PayPal. You've been making too many excuses, man. It's time to come on board. Here we go. Here we go. We got a winner, goddammit. I know you see it because I see it. We dripping red today. 2 red balls came out, baby. Giveaway 2, round 3 winner. $27. My man got luck. I don't know how the fuck this guy wins like this. I really don't. And the story's deeper, but I can't get into it. But Sportsbook Jeff just won his 9th giveaway. It's 9th. He's one more away for being round 3 champion. 27, you see it right there. Salute to Sportsbook Jeff. I don't know how this happens. He's got all the bad luck in the regular games with me. We lose a lot of fucking close games. But this guy's killing them on this shit. Incredible. I'll be right back with the summary. Give me 1 minute, guys. Here we go. Wow. Keith Vega. Sportsbook Jeff won his 9th. I don't know what to say. I can't call it. I mean, listen, when it's your ball, it's your ball. When it's your day, it's your day. When it's time for you to get luck, it's time for you to get luck. I just wish he had some of that good luck when we have these big games going on, because we always seem to have the bad end of the stick. And this is true story. But salute to Jeff winning his 9th. Salute to Keith Vega winning his 3rd. Let's go to the summary. Sports Jug came on. Like I said, my whole show is dedicated to Damar Hamlin and the fact that he's improving, he's getting better. Salute and God bless to Damar Hamlin. I mean, I'm just so happy. It lifted my spirits. We talked about the National Football game on Monday night. TCU is going to have to come out. They're going to have to come out guns blazing like they did against the Wolverines, because if they come out slow, and let's say the Bulldogs go up 7-zip, 10-zip, it's going to be ball game. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be like abuse, big brother, little brother type shit on the basketball court. So they're going to have to set the tone, set the tone, play a little defense, get them off on 3rd down. Then TCU can have a shot, just like Ohio State had a shot. Matter of fact, Ohio State didn't have a shot. They should have won that game. They choked late. He also covered the NFL, the way they, the season, the way the scheduling aspect of it. He totally disagrees with it. I get his point, but, somebody had to get the bad end of the stick, and it happened to be Cincinnati. It could have been Buffalo. It could have been Kansas City. It happened to be Cincinnati to get the bad end of the stick, which is unfortunate for the Bengals. Hopefully they can overcome all of that and go back to another Super Bowl, hopefully. Then we had E. Vega come in, touched up the diamond, touched up the Mets, the Padres, the Yankees. We hit all that up. Hopefully a big season for all those 3 teams. That's why I chose those 3 teams, because they're a lot of expectations. They're all paper champs right now until they could put it on the field. But I still think the Houston Astros the best team in baseball, though losing Justin Verlander. But they got a lot of them young cats over there that can pitch, man. And they just going to get better in another year. You know what I'm saying? Al York Sports, open sessions and giveaways, the raw truth. God bless all of y'all. TGI Friday, no drinking and driving. You know it's the fucking law. And I'm going to end up by saying, fuck Skip Bayless, man. Don't never disrespect any player, whether black, white, whatever. And then you didn't want to take your tweet down, bro. I know you stubborn. And I'm a fan of yours before that. I'm not here hating. Like Daffy Duck, I don't like. But I used to like you, Skip. The only thing with you, your stubbornness is killing you. I keep saying, if 5 people in the room and every person say you wrong, and you don't only want to say you right, and you don't overturn, then you're a stubborn mother hubber. You know what I'm saying? You're just a stubborn dude. Now, it's different if you visualize something. Like if I seen a monster, ain't nobody going to tell me otherwise. But you just putting out opinions. And if 5 people tell you that that opinion is wrong, you got to come to yourself and be like, you know what, look in the mirror and be like, you know what, I'm going to eat this one. 5 brainiacs are telling me I'm wrong. 5 people that I agree with, that love me, are telling me I'm wrong. There's a time that you got to be wrong. And that's the problem with Skip. He's never wrong. And that's why he better be lucky they don't get him off. But I think Shannon Sharp, Barkley, John Morant, when I'm hearing a lot of people putting in petitions to get him off air because, of not making, Damar Hamlin, not giving him enough respect and worrying about the games, which was totally foul. Totally foul. Does that call for his job? That's not my decision. That's not my decision. But is it fucked up? Yes, it is fucked up. And Skip lost a lot of respect. I lost a lot of respect for him. I don't care if he don't care. But trust me, sports fans, it's going to get around not to fuck with Skip no more. And I won't be surprised if that show this year be the last year with him on it, man. That's real spill. But that holds your head, TGI Friday. Al York.